Simply Financial with Christopher Calandra, Certified Financial Planner, is an innovative, comprehensive, informative, and cutting-edge podcast that discusses financial topics ranging from personal finance, economics, politics, and personal growth. Simply Financial will cover intriguing and thought-provoking questions so that the listener can simply increase their financial IQ.
Welcome to the Simply Financial podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra. This is episode number 52 of Season 3. Season 3 is fast coming to a close. I wanted to talk about emotions and investment decisions here for just a little bit. And the key question is, are your investment decisions influenced by emotions? And the answer is yes for everyone. What we try and do here at Elliott Wealth Management, what I do as a certified financial planner with over 27 years of experience, is first off, try and keep emotions out of the equation, and to the extent that they are a factor, because we are as humans emotional, have an awareness about emotions that might be coming into the decision-making process when thinking about investment decisions. Researchers in the field of behavioral finance study how personal emotions and other cognitive biases can influence decision-making. And quite simply, they've discovered that people don't always make wise choices about money. Too often, especially in the investment realm, but it's also true in the realm of spending, when you're thinking about lots of people that live above their means and spend money very frivolously, people sometimes react without thinking things through. In the investment world, investors often struggle to buy low and sell high. It's such a simple concept, but difficult in some ways to pull off in the real world. And a lot of that difficulty is due to emotional decision making. The thing is, fear of loss and the thrill of making money are very, very powerful emotions. What we have found, what I found over my career, and what lots of data and information that is put out in books and interviews and academic research, is that it's far better to follow a sound investment strategy that's based on your individual goals than it is to make emotional decision making that is really driven by that emotion. So I think this also comes into play in the political realm. I've been in the industry since 1992, so I have over 27 years of experience now. This is especially true. This political element to emotional decision-making really started, in my opinion, with President Obama's election, where the country was coming out of, or in the midst of, this extremely nasty, jarring, great financial crisis, which was a serious break in confidence in our institutions. I think our political institutions, Wall Street, just the whole system seems to have failed Main Street America during the great financial crisis. So with President Obama's election, there were really, really strong emotions about his election. And that's the first time I could really remember in a severe way investors, my clients, wanting to make emotional decisions based on the results of the election. And that was the wrong thing to do. History shows that that was the wrong thing to do. I thought it was wrong in the moment, but it's tough though, because you also had the background of this unbelievably bad financial crisis and so much negativity, so many companies having failed. But it was wrong to make emotional investment decisions based on President Obama's election. We now know with the full view of 2020 hindsight. We also saw extremely strong emotions with the election of President Donald Trump in 2016. And those emotions are I think, good. As citizens, we should have tremendous passion about what is happening in our body politic. But when that bleeds into investment decision making, that emotion, more often than not, is a negative. It will hinder you from achieving financial success and staying on plan, in my opinion. So, in investing, it's good to wring out as much of the emotional aspects as you can, and additionally to identify any emotions at work before making a move with your money. As experienced, trained financial professionals, one of the important roles we play in working with clients is to help tamp down those emotions. There are many things we've seen that investors may not have seen. I've had thousands of conversations with investors over the years, and so there's not much at this point. Now I'm 49. It's a little weird. On one hand, it's great that I have so much experience. On the other hand, I'd rather be 29 than 49. Not that I'm complaining, because life is good. So there's not many conversations that, I haven't seen before. So sometimes clients will be animated about a particular thing, and emotions might be at play. And I often can be a very calming influence because of my experience, because of my technical skills, having been immersed in investment and financial planning for the entirety of my career. It's one of the key ways, in fact, that we can help our clients. So in short, in investing, it's good to identify any emotions at work before making a move with your money. If you're working with a financial professional, they can often help you with that. If you're our client, we will certainly help you with that. Sticking with that theme, if you're not a client of ours, please go to our website, www.elliottwealth.com, and sign up for a complimentary consultation where we could discuss your goals, your objectives, how we could come up with a sound financial plan and investment strategy for you. I also wanted to bring up, which I always bring up, that we would like to increase our subscriber base. So if you haven't subscribed to this podcast, please do so. And I would love it if you'd recommend that someone you know would check us out, and hopefully they will subscribe to the show. I will be back with you on the next episode of the Simply Financial podcast very soon. Thanks so much for listening.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of SagePoint Financial Incorporated and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of the information provided at these websites, nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues or any consequences arising out of your access to your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management, LLC, not affiliated with SagePoint Financial.
Simply Financial is part of the Exvadio Podcast Network. You can find Exvadio podcasts at exvadio.com/podcast, the Apple Podcasts app, iTunes Store, iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever you find podcasts. So join us and stay informed and entertained.